Hi, welcome to another video, and in this video I'm going to show you the new parallel guide system from BenchDogSuk UK. It's the MK2 version with a narrow cut section on it, so you can do narrow cuts, and I'm going to explain you how you can use this and why this is maybe better than the older version. I got the 330 version, which means this is 330 millimeters, and you have also 500 mil version. So the first piece of extrusion is longer. This is the 330 one. If you purchase it, you get joining bars, so you can extend your extrusion up to 1.19 meters, and you have this narrow cut sliding section which goes on your stop block, so you can do narrow cuts. New versus old. What's the difference? A little smaller thumb screws, steel, aluminium stop blocks. Biggest change is the old stop blocks were 3D printed. It worked, but this is way more durable and sturdy. So obviously the additional extra feature that is on this new parallel guide is the narrow cut that you can do with this system. And how does that look? Well, on this stop block it says PG, which is parallel guide. If you just use your parallel guide without the narrow cut sliding bar, this is sustainable and good enough. You are going to use your narrow cut, then you get an Alli key, which is in this kit. What you do, you take these and then you put this screws in here. So I mount these sliding bars on the stop block. Now you are still able to use it as a normal parallel guide without using it for narrow cut, and then it looks like this. So with the stop block and narrow cut sliding bar mounted together, it should look like this. Here I added a thumb screw. You get 2 of these thumb screws in your kit. These thumb screws will act as a height adjusting feet. And that will make sense if I'm going to explain how you're going to use your narrow cut. So you have 2 parallel guides. You can have them as long as you want. You can have them like 3 times as long. So then you can use the normal function of a parallel guide, which I can show you also. You just put them on your track, and then you tie these up like that, and then put this one on your track. For example, if here's 280 mil, here 280 mil. Well, my board isn't long enough, but basically if you have a long enough board, which I can show you, this board right here, and then you have your parallel guide. So again, I need to calibrate this parallel guide to my track. It's new, so I will explain you later that in this video. This is the parallel guide how it works normally, but the MK2 version have this narrow cut bar, and as you can see, you just take it off, slide it back with the bar underneath your track. You do the same thing here, take it off, slide it back, and then for example here you have engravings for your narrow cut. It says here narrow cut parallel guide. I do a strip from 50 mil, set this one on 50, set this 150, and then it should look like this. You have this stop block here which lay against your workpiece like that, and you can hear those. Then you push it, hold it, then do your cut. Then you got a strip from 50 mil. As you can see, it lays really nice, flat and even, and that is because of this adjustable thumb screw, so you can level out the height of your workpiece. So that's basically the two features of this parallel guide. Now I'm going to calibrate it to my track. So in order to calibrate, you're going to take a scrap piece of plywood, your setup, and the Ally keys that comes with the parallel guide. Then what you want to set your stop block on exactly the same size. And I'm gonna start calibrating the narrow cut first, then I'm gonna swap to normal parallel guide option, and we will see if the accuracy is still there. So I set my stop block to 65 millimeters both. Now I have it really nice towards the edge of my piece here. It should be 65 millimeters, and this one is bang on 65 millimeters, so no adjusting here. But let me explain. This is just lucky. Let me explain how it works. So how does it look? For example, if I am 2 mil out here towards the edge, yeah, then you can flip it, take your Ally keys, unscrew these one here, and then bring it back, and then just take it out a little bit on the desired width that you need. Hold it all together, and then just flip your track, tied it back up, bring it back in, do another adjustment if needed, do a test cut, and yeah, that's basically how simple the calibration is. Now, as I said, I just have lucky that this is out of the box straight away. Alright, so now let's do a cut, let's do a test cut without the narrow cut section. So I'm gonna change it to the normal parallel guide setup. And this is how easy it is. You just swap it and just bring it back on. Really like that. I'm gonna do a test cut on 25 centimeters, so 250 millimeters. Bring it back in. 250. So 250 millimeters. Exact. With changing the stop blocks from narrow cut to normal parallel guide, I didn't have any imperfection, so it stays on the measurements that are engraved here. If you keep it like this, you're able to do narrow cuts and parallel cuts up to 520 millimeters. If you want to go longer, for example longer than 500 mil, then you're gonna add the extrusion, which I will explain to you now. you just add these joining bars on your extrusion, like this. And then you have a really long parallel guide. I would recommend calibrate every piece of extrusion towards this piece of extrusion. You can do that with cutting, so do cut line, or you just take a ruler and then you can check if the measurements goes on precisely towards the other bar. So that's an easier way to calibrate it to each other. Yeah, you have a calibrated parallel guide. So this is the whole setup. I hope I covered all the features, all the benefits, the narrow cut, which really helps with small strips, the calibration. And if you have any questions, please let me know in the comment below. Like this video and subscribe to my channel. I am really appreciating that. And yeah, see you in the next video.